I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. According to Wikipedia, quote, Air America was an American passenger and cargo airline established in 1946 and covertly owned and operated by the Central Intelligence Agency from 1950 to 1976. It supplied and supported covert operations in Southeast Asia during the Vietnam War, including providing support for drug smuggling in Laos. CAT was created by Claire Chennault and Whiting Willauer in 1946 as Chinese National Relief and Rehabilitation Administration Air Transport, or CNRRA, to airlift supplies and food into war-ravaged China. It was soon pressed into service to support Chiang Kai-shek and his Kuomintang forces in the civil war between them and the communists under Mao Zedong. Many of its first pilots were veterans of Chennault's World War II combat groups, particularly known as Flying Tigers. By 1950, following the defeat of Chiang's forces and their retreat to Taiwan, the airline faced financial difficulties. In August 1950, the CIA bought out Chennault and Willauer, continuing to operate as CAT until 1959, when it changed its name to Air America. Air America's slogan was, quote, anything, anywhere, anytime, professionally, end quote. Air America aircraft included the Curtiss C-46 Commando, Pilatus PC-6 Porter, de Havilland Canada DHC-4 Caribou, Lockheed C-130 Hercules, and Fairchild C-123 Provider, along with UH-34D, Bell 204B, Bell 205, and Boeing CH-47C Chinook helicopters, flew many types of cargo to countries such as the Republic of Vietnam, the Kingdom of Laos, and Cambodia. It operated from bases in those countries and also from bases in Thailand and as far afield as Taiwan and Japan. It also on occasion flew top-secret missions into Burma and the People's Republic of China. From 1959 to 1962, the airline provided direct and indirect support to U.S. Special Forces Ambidextrous, Hotfoot, and White Star, which trained the regular Royal Laotian Armed Forces. After 1962, a similar operation, known as Project 404, fielded numerous U.S. Army attachés, known as ARMA, and air attachés, known as ERA, to the U.S. Embassy in Vientiane. From 1962 to 1975, Air America inserted and extracted U.S. personnel, provided logistical support to the Royal Lao Army, the Hmong Army under command of Royal Lao Army Major General Vang Pao, and combatant Thai volunteer forces, transported refugees, and flew photo reconnaissance missions that provided intelligence on Viet Cong activities. Its operations were some of the first launched by the U.S. as it became increasingly involved militarily in Southeast Asia. Its civilian-marked craft were frequently used under the control of the 7th and 13th Air Force to launch search and rescue missions for U.S. pilots downed throughout Southeast Asia. Air America pilots were the only known private U.S. corporate employees to operate non-Federal Aviation Administration certified military aircraft in a combat role. Dan Kurtz, originally from Michigan, now living in Tennessee, masterminded the civilian masquerade of commercial pilots that were, in reality, covert CIA operatives, flying rescue and supply missions in the late 60s. By mid-1970, the airline had 24 twin-engine transport aircraft as well as Boeing 727 and Boeing 747 jets, plus 24 fixed-wing, short takeoff and landing aircraft in addition to 30 helicopters, dedicated to operations in Burma, Cambodia, Thailand, and Laos. There were more than 300 pilots, co-pilots, flight mechanics, and air freight specialists based in Laos, Vietnam, and Thailand. During 1970, Air America delivered 46 million pounds, or 21,000 metric tons, of food in Laos. Helicopter flight time reached more than 4,000 hours a month in the same year. Air America flew civilians, diplomats, spies, refugees, commandos, sabotage teams, doctors, war casualties, drug enforcement officers, and even visiting VIPs like Richard Nixon all over Southeast Asia. Part of the CIA's support operations in Laos involved logistical support for Hmong militia, fighting the North Vietnamese forces and other Pathet Lao allies. Thousands of tons of food was also flown in, including live chickens, pigs, water buffalo, and cattle. On top of the food drops, known as rice drops, came the logistical demands for the war itself, and Air America pilots flew thousands of flights transporting and airdropping ammunition and weapons, referred to as hard rice, to friendly forces. When the North Vietnamese Army overran South Vietnam in 1975, Air America helicopters participated in Operation Frequent Wind, evacuating both U.S. civilians and South Vietnamese people associated with the Saigon regime. The famous photograph, depicting the final evacuation, by Dutch photographer Hubert van Ace, was an Air America helicopter taking people from an apartment building at 22 Gia Long Street, used by USAID and CIA employees. Air America planes sometimes transported drugs during the Laotian Civil War, though there is debate about whether Air America and the CIA were actively involved or merely allowed others to transport drugs. During the war, the CIA recruited people from Miao or Hmong population to fight the Pathet Lao rebels and their North Vietnamese allies. Because of the conflict, many Hmong depended on poppy cultivation for money. According to Alfred W. McCoy, because the plain of jars had been captured by the Pathet Lao in 1964, the Laotian Air Force was no longer able to land C-47 transport aircraft on the plain of jars, which McCoy says transported opium. According to McCoy, as the Laotian Air Force had few light planes that could land on the dirt runways near the mountaintop poppy fields, Air America used as it was the only airline available in North Laos. McCoy writes that, quote, Air America began flying opium from mountain villages north and east of the Plain of Jars to General Vang Pao's headquarters at Long Tieng, end quote. Air America were alleged to have profited from transporting opium and heroin on behalf of the Hmong leader Vang Pao, or of, quote, turning a blind eye, end quote, to the Laotian military doing it. This allegation has been supported by former Laos CIA paramilitary Anthony Poshepny, aka Tony Poe, former Air America pilots, and other people involved in the war, as it is portrayed in the movie Air America. However, University of Georgia aviation historian William M. Leary writes that Air America was not involved in the drug trade, citing Joseph Westermeyer, a physician and public health worker resident in Laos from 1965 to 1975. That, quote, American-owned airlines never knowingly transported opium in or out of Laos, nor did their American pilots ever profit from its transport, end quote. Aviation historian Curtis Peebles also denies that Air America employees were involved in opium transportation. Historian Alfred W. McCoy stated that, quote, in most cases, the CIA's role involved various forms of complicity, tolerance, or studied ignorance about the trade, not any direct culpability in the actual trafficking. The CIA did not handle heroin, but it did provide its drug lord allies with transport, arms, and political protection, end quote. After it pulled out of South Vietnam in 1975, there was an attempt to keep a company presence in Thailand. After this fell through, Air America was dissolved on June 30th, 1976. Air Asia, the company that held all of the Air America assets, was later purchased by Evergreen International Airlines. All proceeds, a sum between $20 and $25 million, were returned to the U.S. Treasury. The employees were released unceremoniously with no accolades and no benefits even from those who suffered long-term disabilities, nor death benefits for families of employees killed in action. Such benefits as were afforded came from workers' compensation insurance required by contracts with the U.S. Air Force that few knew about. The benefits were not awarded easily. Many disabled pilots were ultimately compensated under the Federal Longshoremen's Act after lengthy battles with the CIA bureaucrats, who denied their connection to the airline for years. Many died of their injuries before they could be compensated adequately. Accident reports were said to have been falsified, redacted, and stonewalled by CIA officials, who continued to deny any relationship to the events described in them. Air America pilots have attempted to have their federal pensions enhanced. During its existence, Air America operated a diverse fleet of aircraft, the majority of which were STOL capable. There was fluidity of aircraft between some companies such as Air America, Pan Am Airways, Continental Air Services Incorporated, and the United States Air Force. It was not uncommon for the USAF and United States Army aviation units to lend aircraft to Air America for special missions. Air America tended to register its aircraft in Taiwan. They operated in Laos without the B nationality prefix. U.S. military aircraft were often used with the, quote, last 3 digits of military serial as a civil marking. The first 2 transports of Air America arrived in Vientiane, Laos, on August 23, 1959. The Air America operations at Udorn, Thailand were closed down on June 30, 1974. Air America's operating authority was canceled by the CAB on January 31, 1974. Air Asia was a wholly owned subsidiary of Air America, which provided technical management and equipment services for civil air transport of Formosa. Air Asia was headquartered in Taipei, and its main facilities were in Tainan, Taiwan. It is now located in the Tainan Airport. It is the only surviving member of the Pacific Corporation, but currently it is owned by Taiwan Aerospace Corporation and is no longer related to the CIA. In the 1980s, Los Angeles-based Total Air revived the Air America name. The revived Air America operated Lockheed L-1011 TriStar wide-body jetliners with flights serving Baltimore, Detroit, Honolulu, London, and Los Angeles. On May 5, 1954, a CAT C-119 crashed in Laos after being hit by ground fire. Pilot James B. McGovern Jr. and Wallace Buford were killed. McGovern's remains were identified in September 2006.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer. What you say, yeah, I'ma do shit shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say, yeah, I'ma do shit my way.